So previously, I have talked about the Manifold 3D Balisong stand that holds 5 Balisongs, and it's great. It holds 5. It's got here. I'm gonna lower the camera. It's got two slots on each side, so 4 slots. Hello, focus. There we go. 4 slots total for lubricant, and you can also use it to hold like his custom drivers. And then I was like, I have some thoughts and like some feedback, and I learned that he was actually local to me, and I just saw him today for the Boston meetup, and then he gifted me this prototype. So if this wasn't full of things, I would just knock it over. But thankfully, this prototype, holy shit! There's a couple of things that are universal changes across all of his stands. For one, he now has slots for hex bits. So, whereas I gotta put these soda cans away because I'm a fucking goblin. So you can slot in hex bits like this. And this is like a smaller one too for this, but if you have a bigger size, it fits that as well. So that's really cool. So you can fit your hex bits in here, and that's consistent across also the small 5-1 or the medium 5-1 and the small 2-1. The small 2-1 I think holds 1 lube bottle. But now all of them hold, I think, at least 2, if not 3, bit holders. What's really cool also, he made these holes slightly larger so you can fit a... He has a thinner bottle of carbon honey than me. What the fuck? Oh no! No! He's like, yeah, I made it bigger so it can fit carbon honey. And I was like, great, perfect. So he made these bigger. He actually did. You can actually see that the circumference is slightly larger. I don't know, man. I guess my bottle of carbon honey is even. Oh my god, I'm gonna message him this. It's so funny. That said, it is larger. So he had a different bottle of carbon honey. What the fuck? It fit that. I tried it. I took a picture of it. And so this fits bottles that are previously. This is like a very nice smooth fit. This fits in very nicely. There's a little bit more wiggle room, as you can see. That's not a problem at all. I'd rather have it be slightly larger than obviously too small. Oh my god. What's also especially cool is that in the back here, I'm gonna show this. In the back, there's a compartment so you can put in smaller objects such as my Bally spindle, which I didn't really have anywhere to put, and it's even got a gentle lip. Okay, well, it's a very gentle lip, but there is a lip here, and so if I'm not literally tilting it forward, it shouldn't like roll out too easily. Like, there we go. That's a good demonstration. It's not rolling out. Dope. That's great. That's perfect. And what's cool is that in the back here is a slot where he has his own take on the Bally spindle. It has a slot for bits each, and there we go. Fits nicely. And pegs that are printed on. The Bally spindle itself has toothpicks, and it's a little bit larger. As you can see, here's the size comparison. So the Bally spindle has definitely got merit, especially because it is much bigger in terms of the surface area that you can work with. But this fits in like that, and obviously I wasn't intending for the bits to just fall out like that. But this is a proprietary manifold Bally spindle thing that can fit in here in the slot, and it comes with it. You can buy one individually for like $5. Now, I did make a criticism saying that I'm not sure how I feel about the spindle bisecting it because it makes it harder to take out like whatever's in here. And he was like, I do want symmetry, and I was like, personally, I think that if you have the spindle on one side here and then the compartment is not bisected, and I guess I could take it out, but still, I'm gonna load it up and we'll see how the actual how it feels. Bit holders all on one side, and also here's the thing, like 15, 10, and if you have 8 and 6, that's basically everything you need. So like I was like 4 is like 6 is maybe excessive. Obviously if you can hold more, it's not an issue, but 6 is possibly overkill, because 4 is probably great. And frankly, if I had all 4 on one side and then I had the spindle over here, I wouldn't have to like it would be easier to just be able to reach around. Because I am just going to have this here. Oh, interestingly, that this is like a, what's the word? It's like triangular. So trying to reach in here, it's not easy to necessarily pull out. That's just an observation. So yeah, if I have this here, it's just a wee bit annoying. But I do love that it does hold the bally spindle thing in the middle. But I said to him this is a possible issue. So yeah, it's really hard to take out the pivot needle without taking out. It's possible, but it's hard. Anyways, this is gonna go on my dresser, and I'm gonna start loading this up now. I will say though, if you can see here, that when you have a Balisong against lubricant, it can like not go all the way back. So like if I have this here, the lubricant bottle will just make it not be able to lean all the way back. Well, actually, since this one is like the hole is larger, it's not as bad actually. Let me just I want these bottles here, and I want this bottle here, and where's the other one? This the lube here, and I'm gonna start loading this up with some Balisongs. Like, I'm just gonna keep them closed. I have actually a picture with them all open, but as you can see here, Balisongs of various weights and lengths and heights are all able to be here. This is the Corvus that I just got today for a test run. I'm gonna move these bits actually. Oh no, my bits! My butterfingers! Oh dear. Okay, thank God. Shoot, dude, that could have been bad. Just because this one's aluminum, and I don't want to scuff up a knife that's not even mine. So yeah, oh, I'm an idiot. I should have said this to begin with. This holds 11. This holds 11 Balisongs. This holds 5. So the small one holds 2 Balisongs, 1 bottle, and at least, I think, 2 bit holders, maybe 3. I'll have to double check that. The medium one holds 5 Balisongs, 4 bottles as well, or like, and again, these bottle, I'm just gonna call them bottle holes. But he also has his own 3D printed bit drivers that also fit in here perfectly. So this fits 4 bottles, and it also will have bit holders. I don't know if there's gonna be a compartment in the back, and I don't know if there's gonna be a spindle. But this fucking 11, this isn't even done. I haven't filled this up yet. This 11 fucking stand. The stand holds fucking 11 Balisongs, and you can have them open. Part of why I really like this stand, as I've mentioned before, is you can have all of the blades showing. A lot of Balisong stands hold them sideways, or they're designed so that they're like closed or whatever. I wanted my Balisongs to be able to be shown vertically with the blades showing, to be able to just show like, look at my beautiful collection. Because a lot of times, like, the blade's really fucking pretty. I don't know. Let's look at this fucking DMC blade. Like, it's just a gorgeous Tanto. My Sholo, for example. Where are you? Here. Yeah, my gorgeous Sholo. Like, look at this. I want to fucking show this blade off, right? Like, of course I wanted to show it off. So, like, that's part of why I want the stand. Now, it is a little spooky because, like, it is nice that it has the ability to hold any Balisong. They do lean back. Part of it, like, I do like that it's not too deep, because then it would just cover everything, and I want to be able to see everything, you know, because sometimes the bottoms are interesting. In this case, this is just a, that's just a fucking latch. But in the Corvus's case, it has interesting bottom as well. So it's not covering too much. But I think this is, all in all, really, really nice. I stand by my criticisms, Manifold, about the slot in the back having the ability to, you know, not be bisecting. It is not super duper deep, so you can't really like fit in like this or this. You know, like these are pretty large, but like maybe if these were not in a bag, I could fit those in there. And you could just fit, if you really want to, you could probably squeeze in some hardware. Yeah, that is a side effect of this, is that they can topple over and topple forward. It's not terrible, but yeah, like here's some hardware. here are my steel washers. So if I want to, I could put in some. Yeah, that is a factor. Obviously, you know, if you're to be careful. So that was why, for the sake of function, I was like, hey man, if you had the spindle on one side, and then it wouldn't be so hard to reach out. Because otherwise, because I don't want to like rotate this a bunch. It's a display stand, but also because it has function, I don't want to have to like, you know, if I also have to pull it up to reach in for my pivot needle and then put this back in. It's just a little bit of hassle, and I also have to pull these two forward just a smidge in order to do that. But yeah, all in all, this is the Manifold 3D 11 Balisong stand, and it's fucking great. I got this for free, but as you can tell, I have been critical in ways that I think are fair. But also, I think this is really fucking good. I think this is really cool, and it's really clever. I think maybe if it was a little bit more vertical, it would be cool. Because like right now, the G10 Basilisk is up against the bits, and that is something that could be slightly concerning for like aluminum knives if you don't want them to scuff against steel. And I stand by, you know, the spindle being on one side opposed to being in the middle, just for the sake of convenience. But frankly, this is really cool. I guess it looks more vertical, like from the front. Like to me, this looks really nice from the front. But then if you see on the side, it's definitely more tilted, and then from the back, you can tell it's like leaning a lot further back. But all in all, again, this is a really good stand. So that's Manifold 3D on Etsy. I'll link it. I'll actually remember to link it this time in the video description instead of him being like, "Hey, can you link it?" I'll be like, "Oh, I forgot." But yeah, shoutouts to him, and thank you so much for giving me this prototype stand for free. I think it's fucking great. So if you've got a large collection like me, I recommend this. This. I actually also just made a video about displaying your Balisongs, and besides the wall, I love this stand. So yeah, thanks. Subscribe to me, please. I'm on the way to 300, and I am working hard to get more subscribers. I'm gonna do a giveaway at 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm probably gonna do another giveaway when I'm at like 500 followers on YouTube. So yeah, that's a thing. So like, comment, share. I guess let me know if you have any other stand recommendations, because I'm actually always curious about how people display their Balisongs, and this is specifically a style that I like. But if you have other recommendations, let me know in the comments, please, for real, because I am actually very curious. And thanks for tuning in. Have a good one, and happy flipping, and also happy displaying.